Yo YouTube land, Sean here with 618 Bushcraft, trying to make the best out of my damaged phone. I think the microphone might have hope. It's started to work after sitting in rice, but we're going to go ahead and try this. This is an idea I've had. This is lint, dryer lint. Obviously we have pets, there's a lot of hair in there. And I'm going to try making this a couple different ways. I've got some here in Laffy Taffy, not Laffy Taffy, but taffy paper. I didn't have wax paper, so I thought this would work. And then here we have lint in a used lint roller sheet, adhesive side on the inside. And then in the back here we have it just plain lint. I've got a candle going. We're going to pour some candle wax over the top of these and see if they ignite, how they burn, and if it's useful to carry in a pack. Now my original idea was being able to make this with all just stuff you would throw away at home by using, instead of an actual burning candle, an old spit one that's just got a little bit of wax at the bottom, and then break it up and throw it in an old pan or something and melt it down. But I don't have an old pan, so I decided to waste one of my candles, so that way my wife can't yell at me. Alright, I think we got enough wax to work with, so I'm going to blow this candle out and then use a spoon to ladle it onto the lamp. Doing it this way, it seems I'm getting about half a spoonful out of this big spoon in each one. Let's get crazy. And since this is an experiment and I'm not quite sure, we're just going to play it safe and wait 15 or 20 minutes to hopefully see if that wax is solidified inside that lint. Okay guys, so I'm realizing I should have taken a more controlled approach and used the same amount of wax on each one. These here, they're pretty soaked. And then what I left unwrapped didn't really get too good, so I combined the two balls together into one big one, and we'll just tear it apart and try it that way. We're going to try lighter, ferro rod. I don't think the ferro rod's going to work with the covered ones, but it should with this. And in case things get too out of control, I've got the lid to my zebra pot that we will snuff it out with. Okay, first up, the unwrapped with the ferro rod. Scoop that back a little. Okay, well, I think that in itself is worth it. That is really going. If you took the time to make sure you had enough kindling for a fire, this would definitely work. And it's just stuff you would have thrown away at home. Alright, seems like that's going to keep going a while. I'm going to pause. Yeah, this thing is going. I'm snuffing it out. I consider this one a definite success. Okay, now this one I just wadded up into a ball and kind of twisted it at the top, which would make it really good for carrying in a bag, just easier. And then I undid it and kind of broke up the middle to get some of the drier fibrous stuff exposed. So we're going to throw the fire steel on it and see how it does. Some of that dry stuff exposed. Maybe that'll help. I don't know if you can tell, but it flames up a little and then goes out. I don't know if it's probably too much wax. I'm going to guess. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and try with lighter. I really think this idea would have worked really well had I not gotten so much wax in these. Because it flamed up like it wanted to go, but there was too much wax. You could tell it just kept going out. That will definitely start a fire. Okay, now this is the one I'm most interested about. I think if it'll catch and burn, these used lint roller sheets will really help burn a little bit longer. And I did the same way as last time. I had it wadded up and kind of twisted at the top, broke it open. This time I really got down to where I could feel a lot of dry fibrous stuff. So let's see what happens. There we go. It doesn't seem like this PKS throws sparks like that Condor does. Oh yeah, that's a winner in my book. Okay, for the sake of science, we're going back to the one way that did not ignite with a fire steel, and I spent the time to really break it up and find a really good dry fibrous part, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work. Dry spot's right here. So every way has proven effective. I think this is a really great idea. Cost you nothing. I'm quite impressed. I figured at least one way would work, but all three did. Very impressed. Thanks, guys. See you next time.